What is up, YouTube? Will here. Everybody in Twitch chat, say hello. Wave to YouTube. Say hi to the YouTubers. We are doing an account review today for a viewer who requested one, a SpeX. He is a viewer from the Groovy Bit community who asked that we give him an account review. I sadly had to put this off for a while. I was supposed to do this like 2 weeks ago, but for those who don't know at the time of this, Washington was hit with a massive storm, and I lost power. That being said, we're going to get into a review. Basically just wanted to check if they were missing anything massive or any kind of tips, things like that. And they've already had a general like direction pointing. They just want to know what to like if they're missing out on anything key. So let's take a look. Stamps. Or actually, let's take a look at players so we know what kind of we're working with. Okay, so 200. Well, your BB is neglected. That poor boy is neglected. I understand you got to do the cooking stuff, but that poor boy's neglected. For 60. Okay, so about yeah. So it's kind of a rough. About 300 or so is about average, but there's not a lot of. It's kind of all over the place, which is okay. Just needs some preening. Your stamps are about 5. Do you have? Okay, well, first thing I'd say is you definitely want to keep pumping in your multi-tool stamp. It's surprisingly low for where it's at. One thing I'm really kind of surprised is that you're kind of neglecting your effect from golden food. That's a big thing here. Your golden food stamp should be a lot higher than it is. I mean, even if you need to pad your stamp total just to get more of those gilded stamps, you could easily pad this out. Like, you have the storage to pad the ever-living shit out of your questing stamp by bumping it up by 30 at minimum. Like, yeah, you could get this to 220 with what you have in storage at minimum. So you could definitely pad out your skills here a good bit. So I'd say that. Yeah, you could definitely work on your potion stamp too. You really want to get some more bang for your buck out of your boost foods, which will help with doing your skilling and the like along with your prints. So definitely would take a look at that. Your crystal stamp, I mean, you're not at the point where you can level it much anyway. So obviously you just don't want to neglect that. You've been dumping into your cooking, your cooking speed, which is good, and then your ladle efficiency, which is good, or your cooking efficiency, which is good. Really? Yeah, you could definitely bump up your diamond axe a good chunk. Like you're okay, but you could be doing a hell of a lot better from an overall stamps perspective. So I would double back, work on some stamping, push this up to a minimum of like 7K, man. Like, you could easily achieve 7K, 8K. Even with padding, like, that's still doable, and you're gonna get some good gains out of it. Like, yeah, like your multi-ore chance is probably atrocious. This is just gonna take some crafting, but you could easily push these things out. Like, definitely push out your stamps. 100% push out your stamps. No questions about it. What's your forge working on? Oils. Okay, but you've got oils. You're kind of working on just about everything. You're maxed upgraded, which is good. How's your anvil? Oh, very nice, Roy. Okay, so it looks like you haven't gotten PVC yet, but you will. And once you do, you'll be able to invest in that. But you're kind of, yeah, you're just working on everything, which is fine. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, interesting. Okay. Let's take a look at your alchemy. Well, already alchemy is pretty rough. Looks like you're getting into some of the later bubbles, which is good, but you really need to invest more in your alchemy. There's a lot of stuff you're missing. Yeah, and you're getting this. So You're missing gain rate. Golden food effect again is even more like stacking this up. Slab power ain't really a huge deal. I mean, kill per kill's alright. Yeah, you really need to double back and push out your alchemy. Yeah, especially you don't have bit per bit. I'm curious what your gaming's like right now. What's your gaming at? Oh, of course it doesn't tell me anything, but I bet you your gaming could be doing a hell of a lot better if you invested in some of your nodes. Shiny pet chance, yeah, definitely useful, but yeah, like lab XP, chopping AFK gains rate, like yeah, I mean, you really, really need to reinvest in your alchemy. It's for where you're at. It could be significantly better, and it looks like you're being kind of carried by no bubble left behind here, which, yeah, that's good, but you shouldn't use it as your eternal crutch. I definitely double back and work on this. Oh, your vials. Let me ask, do you have... Okay, you're at World 6. You are 100% at World 6. What's going on with your vials, man? This is where you're missing a huge chunk of gains. Don't tell me you're working on sigils. Okay, you're not, which is good. Yeah, your vials are atrociously underachieving here, bud. You could be easily getting these up, and I have to check here on your rift. Do you have mastery? No, you don't. You don't. Okay. You should definitely get it because it's free gains you're missing out on. But yeah, your vials are atrociously low for what they could be, especially in the department of like just general gains. I mean, you're at World 6 already. You could be easily getting your Uzi Oobleck up. You could definitely get the free sailing speed from OJ Juice. This is going to be key because I bet you your sailing is not that great. I mean, what else? Game XP, yeah, sailing XP, Equinox rate, sigils. Yeah, even your shiny fish too. I mean, I'll have to take a look at what your construction build rate has, but this is hurting. Like, you're missing out on a lot of free gains here, just by not doing it. Hell, even getting the God Shard bars up for the total skill efficiency. Like, a lot of this is freebies you're just kind of leaving on the table here, my man. Okay, so you're at least upgraded, which is good, except for this. But yeah, you really need to work on your vials. 100% work on your vials. Yeah, your skinny 0 cal is at 7. You need to bump this up massively. 100%. 100%. How's your construction? Oh yeah, you're going to be hurting on salts for a while. Your salts are going to hurt bad. Because you're auto-refining it. Yeah. Okay, your salt, you're pretty... In order to get far, like especially getting some like really good like troll gear and stuff, and we'll take a look at gear in a minute. Yeah, you're salt locked. You're pretty hardly salt locked, so you definitely want to start pushing out your salt ranks. Yeah, you're working on your licks, which is all right. Yeah, this is kind of what I expected. Your 3D prints are not as good as they could be because you're missing out on the gains in your alchemy. Your alchemy gains are going to help you push these prints out astronomically, and that's the biggest thing I can tell you right now. So, yeah, like these are really surprisingly low for where you're at. Are you... No Baba Yaga kills. I mean, this is easy. You should at least get working on that because you can get the book from her. Yeah, you're at leaks in World 6, man. Like, you should not... Your vials need a lot of investment, and so does your alchemy. Like, this is showing where you're really hurting, and your prints are an evidence of this. Of, like, hey, you are nowhere near where you can be. Like, at this point, I was rocking, like, mill prints at that. And it was purely just investing in alchemy, investing in vials, and just pushing. And it looks like you need to do some reprinting, because it looks like there's been a mixed bag of when you did do some. Yeah, because these numbers are all over the place. So, yeah, I definitely say you need to really take a look at your alchemy and your vials. Shrine level has your buildings. You should not be working on Atom Collider. You should not be working on Atom Collider right now. At all. You are not at that point. You are absolutely not at that point. You want to be saving your null salts? Yeah, you should be leveling your library. I mean, you're 0%ing refining, so you're getting huge chunks of red souls. You need to be investing in your library. You should not be doing Atom Collider right now. Yeah, you've got some things, but yeah, man, it is not worth it to be working on your Atom Collider right now. You need to pivot off. How's your cooking? Oh boy. What's your... Yeah, like your cooking is kind of all over the place, man. And this is also a thing that's going to lead back to alchemy. Is you can really push your cooking with alchemy too. Like, you're kind of hurting here. You're really kind of hurting here on this. You're at least pushing the appropriate stuff. Where's your cabbage? Cabbage is okay. Yeah, 200. Yeah, you need to keep doing what you're doing and working on your damage and your cooking speed. But yeah, your cooking speed 100% takes precedent. Working on your cabbage, your corn dogs, your egg, stuff like that. Just keep pumping that up so that you're getting the most bang for your buck out of your cooking as you're pushing cooking percentile. How's lab look? You got some jewels. You're missing a few. You got a Chucky chip. Okay. It's on your DK, so you're at least doing some stuff. You got most folks to at least 75. Looks like you're missing out on a few, so it's not bad. How's your breeding? Yeah, breeding's breeding. It is what it is. Are you at least 200 in arena? You're not 200 in arena? That's odd. Are you making sure that you do your arena on your Beastmaster, so they're getting the most bang for your buck on that? Because I'm genuinely surprised where you're at with your cooking that you're not 200 arena. That's the shocking part to me. Yeah, because you have some of the pets unlocked, but yeah, you have the setup required basically to do arena really well. Yeah, I definitely make sure you're doing the best on that. There's your Rift. I saw this earlier. Skill Mastery. Okay. Yeah. This is one big thing you're missing out on. Because I guarantee you if I check and your guys are skilling, you have cards equipped right now. Let's go check. So what are you guys doing? Lab, fighting, skilling. Yeah, okay. So for your chopping, if I put me higher pet power, that's true. Yeah, so you need to double back with all your characters and push to at least 300 total combined level across all your characters for these aspects. So you can stop holding on to your cards, and instead you can place better total efficiency, AFK gain, so on and so forth, instead of just holding on to the chopping cards. And it's the same with your fishing. Your catching's neglected to all hell, and you really need to get this up because you have it for mining. But you need it for your chopping, you need it for your fishing, and you need it for your catching. You have it already for trapping, which is good. But yeah, I would take all your characters, go back, level their skills up, get them to like 30 at minimum, 30, 40, 50, and really double down, make sure you're getting the all cards passive bonus and rebuilding your kits so that you're getting the most bang for your buck out of your skill efficiency and related cards. There's no sense in a way you should still be holding on to your chopping cards and catching cards at this point when you have this unlocked and you could be taking advantage of this. I think this is a huge point you're missing out on because a lot of your guys are like, yeah, you're level 3, level 4, level 12. Like, you need to send these guys back in and, if you need to, time candy them. Or if you've got the div orbs, use them. Your construction mastery, yeah, just keep pushing this. You're not like you're a significant gap between the next block, so don't worry about that. How's your divinity look? You've got all the gods. Good. They could use some leveling. Yeah, they could definitely use some leveling. I mean, free total damage on Croc, free sailing speed on Badger. Yeah, I'd work on that. Metallic. Okay. There's your sailing. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured here. That's 100% kind of what I figured here. My guess is it's taking quite a bit of time to do stuff. Your boats are okay leveled. You don't have all your boats unlocked yet, but yeah. Yeah, 2 days, 3 days. Yeah, 100% you need... This is where Alchemy is going to help out with your sailing speed, too. And your artifact chance and everything else. Like, your Alchemy is what's crippling you here, bud. That and your vials. Your vials are going to help you greatly with this, but it's what's neutering you here with your relics. I mean, at least you have Fury Relic, which is great, but you should also be investing in your library in construction so you're not missing out on gains. You got sigils. You need to be, gunning for Frost Relic, getting this, if you can, Eldritched, which you have unlocked, getting that Eldritched, getting the most bang for your buck out of your efficiency for all the skills in 1, 2, and 3. Like, you're missing out on free gains here just because Alchemy and vials are neglected. And it shows deeply that you need to deeply reinvest your time into furthering that. I mean, you have a Bubo. I don't think you're at the point for full-blown cranium cooking, but you need to take advantage of that just for the liquids game because you're probably hurting on liquids as well. That's going to be your incentive to really, really work on your skills. Well, I'm more saying, yeah, definitely Fury is really good for the max skill, but his prints are atrocious. So, I mean, if printing's the goal and really getting the most bang out of the skills, yeah, I think Frost is great. But, yeah, don't get me wrong. Getting the bonuses for max level for Fury is fantastic. But there's other aspects we need to work on here. Your gaming we can't even see. Let's see. How's your worship look? Because I did breeze over that. Okay, you've still got some... Yeah, if I check... Yeah, okay. You need to get people up to new skulls. And you need to really, really spend your... Yeah, you're full charge anyway. You need to spend this stuff, man. Where's your prayers? Dimwit. You skill Dimwit needs to push this up like crazy. You need to push up your skill Dimwit. Minus mind, yeah. World Samplers at 15. Houses of Fire. You don't balance a pain, which is fucking fantastic for doing multi-killing shit. You should definitely be getting balance of pain. Yeah, your worship needs a complete overhaul. 100% needs a complete overhaul. Your souls are hurting, and this is going to help with damage. This is going to help with sailing. This is going to help with farming and jade and cooking. And all this is you push more and more and more in your worship. But you need to replace your skulls, get the max skull you can on every person per person, and spend your charge. Just, you need to charge siphon it with your sorcerer and blow through all of it. You're wasting charge right now. So, how's your trapping? Kind of all over the place. Yeah, really kind of all over the place. Equinox. There you go. Okay, so you're yeah, and this you're full, and you're missing out on 10% damage right now. And again, this has probably changed because this is 10 days old. But you need to be taking full advantage of Equinox as well. And Vials will help you with this because there is an Equinox game rate in Vials. Well, you're also missing a freebie, Like getting 75 green stacks is a freebie. This is a freebie upgrade. It's not gonna unlock a new one or whatever, but it's an absolute freebie. You can achieve this by just farming out the materials from worlds 1, 2, and 3, and buying stuff in shops. Because you're at 6, you have that ability too. So don't lapse on your Equinox, 100%. All right, on to World 6. Yeah. Okay, so you're not super far into worlds in the sneaking, which is okay. Yeah, exactly. So if there is a good ballot coming up for good prints, increased money efficiency or a K gain rate or so on and so forth, wait for that and then reprint on that. That'll give you some good goods. Okay, your inventory, you're kind of just collecting random stuff. You got any pristine charms? You have a few. Oh, you haven't done any beanstalking, and you have that unlocked. That's... oh boy. Yeah, you do not want to neglect your beanstalking. Are we able to check storage here? We are. Consumable. Yeah, I would definitely send some characters back. World 5, farm out the goldens. 100% the golden grilled cheeses or whatever the hell they're called. Because you're missing out on free account-wide bonuses by just beanstalking it at 10,000. You don't have to go for the full 100,000 for supersize because I don't think you have that unlocked. Yeah, you don't even have supersize unlocked, but you should at least go back and farm out. Just stick somebody at Worms, which you have some folks. Like, if you want to get them up level, stick them in Worms and farm out these guys. Get to a stack of 10,000, huck it on there, and you're going to get stats across the board for everybody for free. There's no reason not to do that. Absolutely none. You're up to purples and sunning. Max overflow, okay. Let's see, spike damage, yep, okay. I mean, this is looking alright so far. You haven't unlocked reds yet, okay. Yep, just keep reinvesting in your summoning, making sure you get the most bang for your buck out of your bonuses here. Yeah, there's some really, really good ones here. If you can push to purple too, you'll get total damage, which is good. Just keep working on it, that's all I can ask. How's your farming? You are all over the place. Yeah, you're really all over the place, man. I would recommend focusing on primarily on your upgrades here. Like, you could get a lot done, like focusing on growth speed, focusing on farming XP. Keep pushing the basic crop until you can get the purple grapes and get those unlocked for additional plots of land, so on and so forth. Like, you're kind of all over the place, which in a sense is okay because you're unlocking additional crops and things like that for upgrades. But if your goal is to rush for new crops as soon as you get them, don't do this split stuff. Like, in my opinion, I found that it, like, just focus on and get as far as you can, unlock the new crops, and just keep going. Because you're just kind of all over the place with it. Like, I think you just need a narrow point of focus, in my opinion. I mean, that's what I'm thinking, Roy. At least like a narrowing of focus. All right. Take a look at the accounts themselves. Active skills with your equipment. Oh, yeah, that tells a tale. That tells a tale. At this point, you should 100% have everybody on Void, at minimum. Everybody should be having Void gear. At minimum, like, if anything, Cheezor. Like, you've still got guys in Amarok. Yeah, your poor guys on page 2 are just abused severely. Yeah, get them up to void. Get everybody void tools as well. And this is again also why you should be leveling up your other skills, is getting everybody up to void tools so you're getting free stat sticks. Like, you're missing out on free stats, and you're hankering any ability like a multi-kill or better printing rates from just passive skill game. Like, there's a lot that you're missing out on here. A lot you're missing out on here. Just skip to Troll and Divine. I'd say he could skip to Troll, but he's salt locked. He's 100% salt locked, Roy. He has no flexibility to skip. You could say, "Oh, go to Troll," but he's going to be stuck here for an eternity. So that's why I'm saying Void's the better option, at least. Or, getting up to Cheese War at minimum. Dump the Amarok, dump the gold armor and copper and stuff, and really work on your people. Like, he's still got raw Rex rings that he could definitely upgrade. Yeah, like your V-Man's, like, yeah, Void tools on your V-Man. He's got serrated Rex rings, but yeah, and you've got Void on some, but you're neglecting others. You really want to invest on everybody here. You don't want to leave a man behind because you're just going to hurt yourself in the long run. And it looks like at least to some point you swipe. You definitely swipe at some point. Yeah, because you got Baller. Yeah, and again, skulls. Skulls. You are max on charge, but you are like horribly behind on skulls. And you're onyxing some stuff. Okay. See, dense waterlocks, is this what he's waiting? He could be. He absolutely could be. Well, he's got a Bubo. That's the thing. We'll take a look at the Bubo here. But carry capacity. Okay. Yeah, you're missing. Do you not have stonks? Stonks is a freebie. You should definitely put at least 30 into. You should put 30 into stonks so you get a better return on your stonks. So definitely unlock stonks if you're hitting on star talents. You've got. Do you not post box? Like at all? These are free gains, my guy. 27. Oh, okay. Like you're missing quite a bit of free gains here from boxes. Yeah, total damage percent from sailing or sailing and gaming. Like, even getting the damage box itself. I mean, if you're really hurting on prints, you could do utilitarian, but you've got other stuff to invest in. Like, what are you doing right now? Like, you're cooking, but you don't even have the cooking post box leveled. You are 100% missing out on your post box, my guy. Your post box is completely neglected. Like, did you just unlock it in World 2? I'll deal with it later. You need to come back here, spend some pens, invest, because there's just really good bonuses in here, man. There's 5 AFK gains even in just a basic fight box. And since you're going to be doing a mining here, the mining box is great for AFK gain and efficiency. Don't neglect it. Don't neglect it. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, your family is all drop chance, okay? What is going on with your others? Like, you had one. You had one guy. Yeah, your ES is kitted out for drop rate. What about your other tunes? It's hodgepodged all over. Your obols you are missing out on so much free stat from your obols. You need to reinvest into your obols. Oh, two is 100% definitely better. No, see, I love drop rate, but The problem is if you're going to be doing obols focused around one specific thing, this is kind of all over the place. Like you've got bonus wisdom, and then you've got strength, and you've got luck, and then you've got some multi-kill in here and some trapping. It's all over the place. Like if your goal is to focus on building a specific set for a specific purpose, build that out. Don't just put everything all over the place. Like it's scattered. You know, you need to make some sets. Yeah, exactly what Roy's saying. You need to make some main stat sets for that specific one. You know, you're missing out on a lot of free percentile here, and just raw stat. So make ones based for skilling, and make ones for main stats. You know, really put some time in here and invest in this, because it's free. It's free everything that you're not fully kitting out. Roy, I'm aware. I'm well aware. But I will never drop rate all the way. Let's take a look at your bubo here. That's your talents. Okay, your tentacle is up. Yeah, okay. Okay, no, so you do have stonks. You do have stonks. You went over by a lot. You do have stonks, and you're not waterlocked, so you have no excuse to not invest in alchemy. Absolutely none. And if you really want to get your bang for your buck, unlock your mono book and your dreamer damage, because it's free stats. You're missing out on free multi-kill and free damage. Now, have you neglected your post box here? Yeah, kind of still. Like, this is where you're really hurting. In truth, your post box is blank. Absolutely blank, my guy. Like, alchemy, vials, and your post box. Like, if I check, because you did build the Atom Collider. You did build the Atom Collider in World 3. Yeah, you have beryllium, but this is not a crutch. Beryllium is not a crutch. You're going to have to sit there and spend some time converting pens to boxes, man. Like that's what I'm saying, is you're crutching on mechanics, is the two things I've seen that's back-to-back. And that's where you're hurting really, really badly. And it's a bad habit. I understand. I did the same thing when I started. But your no bubble left behind is not a crutch. It's to help boost where it can. It's just an additive over time. You still need to invest in alchemy. Same with beryllium. Beryllium is a add over time. It's probably whereas his boxes, he probably never shipped any boxes. Yeah, exactly. I think you basically unlocked beryllium and said, all right, I'm good to go, and forgot about it. Where you are missing on so many free gains in post boxes, my guy. So many free gains in post boxes. Especially for your Booba, where you're not even getting the max cranium cooking time. And that's the most disappointing thing. If you were somehow still like liquids locked, spend half an hour of just clicking and doing your post box. You should have a shitload of pens, and max this out and get, your damage box up. Get total damage, get your gaming, get your sailing boxes up. Even stuff as like the utility box is good for multi-cure per tier, Hell, if you're hurting on Crystal Spod chance, Dropbox. But your first and foremost should be, you need 100% max out your alchemy box if you're going to be doing crystal farming on your Bubo and just cranium cooking. Like this is where you're really, really hurting, my son. Yeah, that's I think we really need to focus. All right, let's take a look at the constellations here. Really? This is okay. Well, that's a freebie. You can chain that easily by just having one of your mages work on mining. That's a freebie. Devicus is a freebie. You can just work on this over the course of 3 days. you've got all those. Refrigeration station. This is a freebie. Just stick somebody in here, go to bed, and check tomorrow kind of thing. Thermonuclear climb. You've done it on 2, but you need to do it on 9. Blood bones on 4 players. This is easy. These are freebies. Like, you're missing out on a lot of constellation freebies too by the looks of it. Yeah, 120 on 8 players. You just gotta click them, man. 15 cooking on 4 players. You've got done on 2. You can easily get it done on 2 others. Yeah, touch this star. Like, your constellations are lacking, my son. Your constellations are lacking. And you're close to getting Niagara Falls done. You need to do it on 1 more. Yeah, touch this on all your account. Easy. You've done this. You just haven't collected it. This is easy to achieve. This is easy to achieve. You're just missing out on a bunch of freebies. You just need to redeem. Yeah, World 6 is World 6. How's your slab? That I'm curious about. Okay, you're missing... You never crafted an iron plate body or platinum plate body or legs? Okay. Your slab is like a low priority thing, but you should definitely do it. Just for the fact, again, it's a damage scaler, a div scaler, a sailing speed scaler, and a bit scaler, and eventually it's Jade and Essence. But this is a low priority, but you could definitely like push this out by just doing some simple crafting and gathering, man. Because a lot of this stuff isn't pay to win. It's like quest-related stuff, or just buy it, and so on and so forth. Like you're really hurting here. That's true. Okay, just kind of looking around the storage here. I mean, it's kind of all over the place, which is fine. I mean, this is an okay inventory. See, you've even got a slush skull, man. You could put that on somebody at least. I mean, Griffey will probably yell at you, but that's besides the point. Yeah, you could easily go back and green stack a lot of this. Like, a lot of these materials are super easy to green stack, my man. Yeah, we already looked at the ovals. How's your dungeons? Rank 41. Yeah, you do dungeoneering. Do you have Doot? Yeah, you've got Doot. How's your cards? Oh, yeah, okay. So this is related to getting your skills up for skill mastery to get your passives in. Once you get that unlocked, you will need to 100% revisit your cards and get these up to blue at least. Because you're missing out on, once you get it unlocked as a passive card, you are missing out on free gains by not doing it. Absolutely missing out on free gains by not doing it. You're missing out on a cube tree card, a maple tree card, and you're World 6, you can get these. You're missing mosquitoes, sickles, like you're missing a lot that you just need to tap them and you'll get the cards, man. Just to get it rolling. Oh yeah, you swipe. You swipe. You swipe, but you need to work on a lot. So yeah, I'd say for the sake of this review, your primary focuses need to be Alchemy, 100%. Vials, 100%. Postbox, guaranteed. Get better gear on everybody. Don't neglect them. Get everybody on better gear. And this is a side thing I'd like you to do. 10,000 golden food to the golden grilled cheeses. Okay, get that done, because that's free stats that you can easily achieve. You have guys in World 5 currently that you can get that done. Just farm it out. Yeah, and then lowest priority is probably slab. You're missing a lot of freebies in slab. But yeah, your big three are post boxes, vials, alchemy, man. Oh, and stamps. 100% stamps. Get that to 7-8K. You can do it. Guaranteed. You have the stuff to do it, even if you got to do padding. There's no reason not to. That being said, SpeX, SpaceX, overall, you've got a lot to work on. I don't think your account's in like a super terrible place, but your hard salt locked. You won't be able to progress that far because your equipment's all going to require null salts at minimum. You'll be pretty hurting on that. So definitely reinvest in your salts. Don't be doing your 10%s. Really keep pushing your salt ranks so you're actually not going to be salt locked, and start producing a good amount of nulls. There's no reason not to. And then also work on your cards once you get everybody trained up to the point where those skills are passive cards from skill mastery, is what I would recommend for you. That being said, if you've ever got questions or whatever, you feel free to drop by the Discord or ask questions. That's just how we roll around here. That being said, I have been Wilt. Twitch chat, say goodbye to everybody. This will be up on a YouTube video. Say goodbye to YouTube. For you YouTube watchers out there, feel free to drop by the streams. We do IdleOn on Tuesdays, but if you ever got questions or you can't catch a stream, feel free to join the Discord in the description below, and we're happy to give you guys an account review, help you out with any questions you've got, and shitpost as per usual with this community. That being said, again, I'm Will, and we will see you guys in the next review. Thank you, and have a good rest of your day, night, week, what have you.